All right, in today's video, we're gonna be ripping apart the interior to find the tracker, because it still is in here, and also change out the gauges. So let's get into this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and need to remove, wait, hold on one second, let me get a light. That's better. All right, we're gonna need to remove that gauge cluster in order to do two things. One, that's where I believe the tracker is, and two, we're going to basically gonna change out gauge in the middle to be shark blue. So first step is to get these trim pieces, the carbon pieces. Here and basically move the steering wheel. So under here, the GT4 is not automatic, so you just push that, push it down, and then pull it out. And then just so that it doesn't keep bouncing around like you can see it's doing right now, go ahead and just lock that piece again. Next step is to remove this plastic surround here, and it goes all the way around. So you just want to use your trim tool and very lightly with even pressure, pry this off. Be careful not to crack this because it is thin plastic. All right, after some prying and patience, this is now removable. So basically you just pull it out. Be careful, there is a piece of leather there. So you wanna make sure and take that out so that it doesn't get caught like it is. And now that is going to expose the four, I believe it's T25s that we're gonna need. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight them there. However, I'm not noticing the tracker that I thought might be in here. So got to figure out where this thing is. And just like that, we have no more cluster in the vehicle, which you can see right here. Now I need just to look for this tracker, but the next step of this project with this is to bring it over to the bench and disassemble it. So here we have the cluster, you can see in all of its glory. Next step is to take this apart. All right, so that is a T10. There's gonna be 8 T10s, it looks like, to take this off. All right, once that's done, then what you wanna do is go around, you'll see these plastic clips, just slightly press them up, don't go crazy. All right, one thing to note, I probably should have grabbed it first, is your odometer reset. Take that off before you take the panel off. And then there you go. There is your GT4 instrument cluster. So for my purposes, I'm only changing this gauge here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out in just a second. These needles, as you can tell just from me doing it, they're free. So you obviously don't wanna put this back together and it be at 4,500 RPMs. You want to make sure that when you put the needle back on, it's at the 0. Otherwise, you're not going to get a true reading on your RPMs. And that was incredibly easy. So there you go. There's the needle. Just going to put that to the side. The moment of truth, just basically lightly pop this off. It's not glued or anything. It's just stuck here from probably just friction of, and there you go. There is your faceplate. All right, so here I have the new faceplate, and this is what I'm going with. So it matches the shark blue exterior, I think, pretty nicely. Might have to do blue seatbelts at this point, but that's a slippery slope. And I ended up getting this from gaugefaces.com. I mentioned it at the beginning, but it's super high quality. I mean, just to put in comparison, there's the new one, there's the old one, has all the same markings, all the same layout. Make sure that if you're doing the speedometer side, that you get it in your country. In this case, it's RPMs, so should be the same. But next step now is just to put this on, obviously take its plastic wrap off, put this back on, and basically just reassemble. All right, there you go. So now the next step is to put the needle back on and make sure that it is zeroed. So now the needle is on, and you can see that it stops at 0, which is what we want. So now the next step is to put the display back together. And as you can imagine, assembly is the reverse of disassembly. Make sure that these are tight. You know, you don't want your interior to be rattling, although granted this exhaust is so loud that I don't think I would hear it, but you don't need to go crazy on the tightening. And then the final step of assembly is to make sure and go ahead and you put your odometer knob back on. Just clicks right on, make sure that it's down like that. The zeros are on the bottom. And then there is the new cluster. Make sure when you put it back in the car that you actually plug it in. You can imagine how useless this would become if it wasn't plugged in. All right, now we are back in the car. So you want to go ahead and grab that connector and connect it onto there. And you can kind of tell just from the way that the cable's bent. You know, normally when you're trying to install stuff like this, just look at how it was, or maybe take pictures as you're doing it. And now it is in. Now it's just a matter of putting the trim piece here and then the other pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Well, unfortunately, did not find the tracker. I'm still gonna need to look for that. The gauge is in and it looks awesome. Let me go ahead and start the car. Not start the car, but turn, you know, the electronics on. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and open my garage door and then start the car briefly just to see that the tach works. I certainly hope that it does. The engine is cold, so I'm not going to go crazy, but you can see that it very clearly works. So this install is complete. Again, you can get this product in the link down in the description. If you have any questions on the install, leave a comment. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.